This story is called Growing Up. Let's listen.
Growing up. Miles the spider monkey is hanging in his thinking spot. Whenever he has a question, he goes to his favorite place high in the trees. He hangs there until his thoughts fall into place. Miles wonders, am I a living thing? After hanging for a while, he decides to go visit his Aunt Mona. She always has the answers to his questions. Aunt Mona has a young spider monkey. She feeds him nuts, leaves, and fruit she finds in the treetops. Sometimes she feeds him spiders or bird eggs. Here is your breakfast, little one. Just as Aunt Mona finishes feeding the baby, she hears a loud screech. She wonders who is calling and then quickly realizes who it must be. Miles! He comes swooping down, swinging branch to branch, and lands right next to Aunt Mona. She gives him a big hug and says, Miles, we're so happy to see you. How are you doing? I've been thinking, says Miles. Again? Aunt Mona asks with a smile. Let me get us a snack, and I'm ready to listen. She dips her hand to get water from a hole in a tree branch. Miles is ready. Aunt Mona, am I a living thing? He asks. Let me help you think about the answer on your own, Aunt Mona replies. Are you growing and changing as you get older? Yes. And what is something you need every day? She gives him a hint by pointing to the snack in her hand. I eat food and drink water every day. Yes, you need food and water to live and grow. So, needing food and water means I am a living thing, Miles says. Miles scratches his head and asks, are animals the only living things? Plants are living things too. But they don't move. You're right. They don't move, but they do grow and change, Aunt Mona explains. Miles is still confused. But they don't have mouths to chew food. Plants don't have to chew food. They need water and light to grow. Do you see the sunlight on that leaf? The sun is helping the plant to grow. Aha! And the rain shower this morning helped it grow. I think you've got it, Miles.
All right, good job. So we're going to listen to another story, then we'll talk about it at the end, okay?
Plant and animal needs. Living things. A living thing is something that grows and changes. It needs food, air, and water to live. That means you are a living thing. A non-living thing does not grow or change. A baby needs food to keep alive and grow.
Okay, so a living thing is something that grows and changes, and a non-living thing does not grow or change.
You were small when you were a baby. Now you are much bigger, and you look and act different too. You have more hair. You have teeth. You can talk. Living things grow. What plants need? A plant is a living thing that has leaves and roots. It makes its own food. The leaf of a plant is the part that makes its food. The root of a plant is the part that keeps it in the ground. The roots of a plant are found in the soil, or the top layer of earth. Trees, bushes, and grass are plants. Plants also need things so they can live and grow. A need is something you must have in order to live. A plant needs water, light, and air. Water is a clear liquid that makes up rain. Plants get water from the stem part of the plant. Light is something that lets you see. Plants get light from the sun. A plant uses air or gases around us that you can't see to stay alive. A plant needs water, light, and air. A plant needs water to live and grow. Plants are food. Some animals get their food from plants. Rabbits like to eat flowers. Deer eat the bark off trees in winter. Cows eat grass for food. A caterpillar crawls onto a leaf. It chews on the leaf when it is hungry. That leaf is the caterpillar's breakfast. Insects eat leaves for food. Animals are living things. Animals are living things too. An animal is any living thing that moves around and takes in plants or other animals as food. Animals live in nature. Animals live at the zoo. Animals need food to survive or live and grow. Food helps animals live and grow. Different kinds of food are needed by different types of animals. Animals live as pets. Animals are food. Animals get food from other living things. Some animals get their food by eating other animals. Birds eat worms for food. Fish eat smaller fish for food. Frogs and insects are both animals. A frog sits on a log. When an insect passes by, he sticks his tongue far out to catch the insect. That insect is the frog's dinner. Frogs and other animals eat insects for food.
Okay, so in the first story, Miles asked his aunt, "Is Miles a living thing?" Do you remember what she told him? Yes, he's a living thing because he grows and he changes. According to Aunt Mona, what do living things do? Well, what do? You eat, you need food and water, and that makes you grow and change. Are plants living things? Yes, plants are living things. They don't move like us, but they are living. They do grow and change. What is an example of a living thing? Well, I just said it. What do living things do? They grow and change. What do animals need to survive? Do you remember? They need food, water, sunlight, air. Which part of the plant helps it stay in the ground? There's many different parts to a plant. You have the leaves, you have a stem. What part helps it stay in the ground? Do you remember? The roots. Remember, the roots are in the soil, and that's where they get a lot of the water and nutrients. Good job, superstars. Get your science books and open it to page 101. You can stop the video and go grab it if you don't have it. Okay, so on page 101, it says make a prediction. You remember what a prediction is, right? You're going to guess. What does a plant need to grow? Well, there's water, sunlight, air, soil, shelter, and air again. So you're going to circle the answer. What does a plant need to grow? And then you are going to carry out an investigation. So you're going to put each plant in a different place and you're going to give the plant water. You're going to give both of them water. Okay, so it says right here, do plants need sunlight to live and grow? Let's go to page 102 now. So what you're going to do now is you're going to draw the two plants. So let's say you put one plant in the sunlight and then you put the other plant in a dark place where there is no sunlight. So you're going to draw what happens to each plant. So you remember what plants need to grow. Well, they need food, but do they make their own food or do they have to get food from somewhere else? They make their own food. What do they need to make their own food? They need water, and what else? Sunlight. And they need air and soil. So what do you think is going to happen to the plant that has no sunlight? Is it able to make food and grow? All right, I'm going to look at those drawings. So draw your plant that's in the sunlight and draw the one that's not in the sunlight. We are going to see how we can keep this rabbit healthy and safe from rain. Okay, so we're going to see, what does the rabbit need to stay healthy? All right, let's see. All right, the first thing we have here is a cupcake. You think the rabbit's gonna eat the cupcake? Thinking about it, no, it's not gonna eat a cupcake. That would not keep him healthy. How about a burrow? Yes, that's gonna keep him safe from the rain. All right, next thing, a soda. Do you think it's gonna keep the rabbit healthy? No. How about this? Plant. Yes, rabbits eat plants. What's going to keep it safe from the rain? The burrow. Good job. Okay, do you think a rabbit needs water? Yes. And how about a carrot? Good job. I think we kept the bunnies safe. Let's open our science books to page 103. And make sure you put your first and last name at the top and the date. Listen for these words as you learn about plant and animal needs. So we talked about animals, non-living things, shelter, living things, nutrients, soil, need, plant, and survive. So an animal, what does an animal need? It needs food, water, air, sunlight, and an animal is a living thing that grows and changes. A non-living thing does not need food, and it does not grow or change. Shelter is what living things such as animals need to protect them from the weather, from the sun. Nutrients. Living things need nutrients. Soil. Plants need soil. Plants are living things also. They grow and change. And survive, that means you need things such as food, water, shelter in order to grow and survive. So down here, it says plant and animal needs. So you're going to circle 2 words and use those words. We're going to explore to learn more about rabbits. Circle things that kept the rabbit healthy. So do you remember what kept that rabbit healthy? Cupcakes, carrot, water, umbrella, burrow, or plants. I want you to circle what kept the rabbit healthy. And then we're going to go to page 104. Make a prediction and circle your answers. Number 1, what does a plant need to survive? Does a plant need shelter? Does it need water? Circle what you think a plant needs to survive. Number 2, what does an animal need to survive? Food, soil. Circle which one you think animals need to survive. All right, good job, superstars. Let's talk about what animals eat. Here's a grizzly bear. So let's look at these words here. We have 3 words, and I want you to repeat them after me. The first word is herbivore. Can you say herbivore? An herbivore is an animal that eats only plants. Herbivore. The next word is carnivore. A carnivore is an animal that eats only meat. That means other animals. Say it with me, carnivore. And the third word is omnivore. Omnivores are animals that eat both plants and animals. So, what do you think grizzly bears are? Are they herbivores, carnivores, or omnivores? Do you think they eat only animals, or do they eat animals and plants? Or do they only eat plants? What do you think? They are omnivores. They eat both animals and plants. Let's see what our next one is. Tigers. What do you think tigers are? Herbivores, carnivores, or omnivores? Do tigers eat plants? Would they be an herbivore? Or would they be a carnivore, animal eating? Or omnivore, both plants and animals? I think they're carnivores. Are humans herbivores, carnivores, or omnivores? So we're humans. Do you think that we're herbivores? Do we only eat plants? Or are we carnivores? Do we only eat meat? Or are we omnivores? Do we eat plants and meat? What do you think? Yes, we are omnivores. Good job. All right, cows. What do you think they are? Well, I see him eating something in this picture. Do you think cows are herbivores? That means they only eat plants, carnivores, meat eaters, or omnivores, meat and plants. What do you think? Yes, they are herbivores. Cows only eat plants. Great job. We are on page 105 in your science book. What animals eat? Explore to learn what animals eat. Draw one of the animals you saw. What kind of animal did you draw? Did you draw a plant eater, a meat eater, or an animal that eats plants and meat? We are on page 106 now. So what you're going to do is you are going to use what you know about plants and animals to make a graph. So here it says plant and animal, and this says me. You're going to choose a plant or animal that you would like to take care of. So think about what things your plant or animal needs to survive, and then draw your plant or animal on this side over here, and you're going to draw all the things that your plant or animal needs. All right. On the other side, you are going to draw you, and you are going to draw what you need. So I want to see what animal you picked or plant and what things it needs to survive. And then I want you to write in this side where it says me, everything that you need. All right. And then let's go down here. It says, how are the needs of plants and animals like your needs? And how are they different? All right, let's go to the next page. Make sure you're writing your name, first and last, and the date. Okay, so our question is, what do plants and animals need to live? So I want you to write down, what did you learn that plants and animals need to live. After you write that in your own words, remember spelling does not count. I want you to sound out and write the words the best you can. And then I want you to rate yourself and give yourself 1, 2, or 3 stars. All right. Good job. Until next time, superstars, have a wonderful day. Bye.